welcome back to Riffs and Rides. I'm Barry, and tonight I'm going to be doing a song by the Smiths. It's called There's a Light That Never Goes Out. And I don't know anything about the Smiths. I'm very, very familiar with the name, the Smiths, Morrissey. I know all that. I just don't know the music. I think the Smiths, they were definitely 80s, but I think, or maybe even late 70s, early 80s, but they were part of that new wave of English music that I really didn't listen to, especially here where I live. It certainly didn't play on the radio. We would get kind of the new wave of British bands like U2, Dexy's Midnight Runners, bands like that from that weren't from here, that I always kind of classify all into that same kind of group, even though I think the Smiths were probably, I don't know, were they like the beginning of like emo music, maybe a little bit, I don't know, like maybe The Cure, which I think The Cure is an American band. That shows you what I know about them too. But anyway, so listen, that's enough about this. Obviously, I don't know what I'm talking about. That's why I'm here to react to a song I don't know. So let's jump into this. The Smiths.
Take me out tonight, where there's music and there's people and the young and the light. Driving in your car, I never want to go home, because I haven't got one anymore.
So it's a very familiar format to me. I think a lot of the bands in this era sounded very similar to this, and what it reminds me of are the early '80s movie soundtracks. Like this sounds to me like it could have easily been. There was a movie called Valley Girl, like one of Nicolas Cage's first movies, maybe his first starring movie. Anyway, and it was kind of set in LA in the early '80s, and there was a lot of this music similar to this in it too. It just reminds me of the funky '80s haircuts, like maybe somebody with a mohawk or a lot of rouge on their cheeks. But it's just what I'm seeing in my head right now. So let's keep going.
Take me out tonight, because I want to see people and I want to see life. Driving in your car, oh please don't drop me home, because it's not my home, it's their home, and I'm welcome no more. And if a double-decker bus crashes into us, to die by your side is such a heavenly way to die. And if a 10-ton truck kills the both of us, to die by your side, well, the pleasure, the privilege is mine.
So for such a kind of an upbeat song, it's really dark. Doesn't have a home. Singing about getting hit by a double-decker bus or a 10-ton truck. It's crazy. All right, let's keep going.
Take me out tonight. Take me anywhere, don't care, don't care, don't care. And in the darkened underpass, I thought, oh God, my chance has come at last. But then a strange fear gripped me and I just couldn't ask. Take me out tonight. Oh, take me anywhere, don't care, don't care,
Let's get hit by a bus. Yay!
There is a light and it never goes out. There is a light and it never goes out. There is a light and it never goes out. There is a light and it never goes out. There is a light and it never goes out. There is a light and it never goes out. There is a light and it never goes out.
All right. So, quick question. So, the Smiths, Morrissey, which I had no idea his name was actually Stephen until I see it here at the bottom of the screen there. So Morrissey pretty much is the Smiths. Am I right about that? I mean, was anybody else really influential in that band? I see it was written by Morrissey and Johnny Marr, and I do recognize the name Johnny Marr. Did he join another band later on, or have a big solo career himself? I don't know. Let me know. This song was actually recommended by a friend of mine from work, Jamie. He sends me stuff all the time, and he'll send me stuff like this because he knows that even though I came up in the '80s, I just completely missed out on this kind of stuff. And again, I don't know what style of music you'd call this. I mean, did they call this the new romantic music, or like the precursor to emo, or just British pop? I don't know. But anyway, so the song was good. It wasn't my favorite song in the world. If you've got a Smith song that's better, or a little more hooky or whatever, send it to me. I'll be glad to take a listen to it. I can see why. I know the Smiths and Morrissey have a huge kind of a cult following, so I'm being very, very careful about what I say, because I really don't want to get blasted in the comments about it. But I did like the song. It reminded me of the 80s, which I love. Anything that reminds me of the 80s, I mean, it just takes me back to a better time, for me. And it just sounds like a song I would have heard probably in a movie soundtrack. I definitely wouldn't have heard it on the radio around here. But good song. And, if Jamie and I were hanging out somewhere together and he wanted to listen to this, I would listen to it with no problem at all. So anyway, I'm going to give it kind of a 3/4 thumbs up, maybe, And if you like this video, if you like the Smiths, Morrissey, give me a like down below. And if there's anything you want to hear me do a reaction to, please send it to me in the comments. I do read the comments, and I promise you, I will try to get to the songs that you recommend for me to do. So I'm going to be adding lots of comments. I'm going to be adding a lot of reactions with content. So subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you next time here on Riffs and Rides.